Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Capital City Sports Network, where this morning from the Wilmington Ice House in Wilmington, North Carolina, the American Collegiate Hockey Association is proud to present the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Game 2 of a back-to-back set here, South Carolina and Coastal. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday morning. My name is Dillon Clark. I'll be with you through the whole thing here this morning. Second game of a back-to-back. Last night, as exciting of a first game as you could ever hope for. South Carolina coming back down 3-1 at one point. They battle all the way back, tie it at 3. They go out ahead 4-3. We go back and forth for a little while. The final result, an 8-5 win for the Gamecocks. Liam Gormley getting his first win in a Gamecock uniform. Tonight between the pipes for this morning between the pipes for South Carolina. Saying tonight, a bad habit we'll have to shake here. Between the pipes for the Gamecocks, Trip Russell making his second start as a Gamecock. He won his first one a week ago in Clemson. 4 goals against in that game, an .875 save percentage. Not ideal, but a foundation on which to build. He's facing off against the other end, Griffin Williams, the goaltender, for the second time in just 12 hours. Surrendered 8 goals last night to the Gamecocks. He's looking for a big bounce-back game here this morning. Some lineup changes for the Gamecocks. Nick Peters, who suffered a high ankle sprain in practice Wednesday night. He tried to play through it, only got through a shift or two last night, and he's done for the foreseeable future. Nick Peters comes out of the lineup tonight. That brings in Hunter Jackal. He did not make the team out of training camp. He was put on the practice squad. The Gamecocks took 25 men onto their main roster, rostered another 5 just to be practice guys. Jackal was one of the 5 bonus guys. He makes his way into the lineup tonight. Hunter Jackal wearing number 9, the right-handed defenseman. He will step in as the 7th roving defenseman here for the Gamecocks. He'll see some time, most likely, on that lower pairing, Parker West with Colin Burke. We'll see who goes where. And the other lineup change for the Gamecocks, Matt Owen, suspended for 1 game as he was ejected from the game after a brawl in the corner. If you were with us last night, you'll remember. There was a bit of a scuffle after Brendan Engtau came in, shot the puck after an offsides call was blown dead. And Matt Owen and company did not take a liking to that one. After that dust-up, everybody was pulled off each other. Matt Owen ejected from the game. So he will not be in the lineup tonight. Alex Siegfried comes in, is his replacement. The line's basically the same. The only difference is on that left wing, 4th line, comes Siegfried. That'll move Rob Lawrence to center. On the right wing, number 24, Michael Peake. And again, stepping in as the 7th defenseman is Hunter Jackal, in for Nick Peters. Spoke to head coach Alan Sirois before the game. He said discipline is going to be probably the biggest factor in this morning's game. The second game of a back-to-back. You've already seen these guys, again, just 12 hours ago. Not a big turnaround here. You've already seen these guys. You've already gotten into some fights with these guys. So discipline, whoever is more disciplined, you could say has a better chance to win this hockey game. The other thing Sirois said was he wanted to clean up the play in his own zone. The Gamecocks looked a little reckless, taking some chances, some risky passes on the way out of the zone. They surrendered a shorthanded goal at one point. I believe that made it 5-5. They allowed the game to be tied on a shorty there. So some defensive things to clean up there for the Gamecocks. Again, just their 3rd game of the season. They're ironing out the kinks here as they try to blend these rookies into the lineup. So far, the rookies have shown well. Mix of scoring from veterans and rookies alike. Cam Mecca, 2 goals last night, bringing his season total to 4 in just 2 games. But again, the rookies, Julian Reese, a goal and an assist. He's got 4 points through 2 games. Parker West gets his first goal as a Gamecock, as does Mike Bolger. Colin Burke and Ryan McGowan registered assists, their first points in Gamecock uniforms. And so the rookies blending seamlessly here, at least on the score sheet. Reese with his 4 points. He'll be the 3rd-line center yet again tonight, or this morning. He centers Chad Lazine on the right side and Mike Bolger. We said the dynamic duo, Bolger and Reese, they were all over the place last night. Bolger, near Philadelphia native, and Mike Peake, the New York boy, teaming up here to get some offense going for the Gamecocks. As the players conclude warm-ups here, we'll take a brief intermission, just a couple of seconds to get things all squared away for the start of the game. And when we come back, we'll have puck drop here. South Carolina and Coastal Carolina, game 2 of a back-to-back. here on the Capital City Sports Network, presented by SGTV. Welcome back to the Capital City Sports Network. Just about to get underway here. First period from Wilmington. Starting lineups for the Gamecocks. They'll go with Ronan Egan's line. Cam Mecca on the left, Luke Rudman on the right, Tyler Oakley and Avery Pruden on the back end. Again, as we said, Trip Russell making his second career start for the Gamecocks. He won his first just last week in Clemson. Between the pipes for Coastal, as we said, Griffin Williams allowed 8 goals last night. He's looking for a bounce-back performance here this morning. Up front, they'll go with Brendan Engtau on the left, Justin Folks at center, and Cameron Tucker at right wing. Tucker had a couple of points last night, 2 goals, and he was leading the Coastal offense there for the long haul. On defense, they go with Liam Burns and Joe McDonald. And we are just about ready to go here. Egan steps in the face-off circle here against Folks. We are down underway this morning in Wilmington. Off the draw, center ice face-off comes over. Brendan Engtau shovels it in on the backhand. Had a couple of points last night. Engtau, the captain, leads the offense for Wilmington. Drifts back into the Coastal zone. Around D-to-D, Ronan Egan gets in on the forecheck. Can't come away with the puck. He's going to have to contend there with Justin Folks. Scorer of that shorthanded goal. Ended up tying the game at 5 last night, Justin Folks. Dennis out of his own zone. Stretch pass, Vanderveen in the slot. Folks swatted away there. Nice defensive play by Oakley. Gets it out of his own slot area. Picked up by Engtau along the wall. Chipped back through. Tyler Oakley leading the rush here for the Gamecocks. One-on-one. Can't get through his man. Shakes around, dumps the puck back in. Just about 45 seconds gone here in the first period. A collision in front of the Coastal net. Puck leaks all the way out towards center. And Brendan Engtau slides down into open ice. Ryan McGowan shovels this one back in after gaining the red line. The Gamecocks go for a line change. Coastal with some reinforcements. Vanderveen sidesteps Powderly. Heads to the bench. Drop-off pass in the slot. Pulls up to the backhand. Swatted away there. And finally coming to rest in front of the pads of Trip Russell. That shot off the backhand of Cameron Tucker. A whistle and a face-off will come to the right of Russell. Defensive zone draw. One here by Owen Thomas. Moved forward to his winger Ian Powderly. Ryan McGowan steps up. Can't get that puck. It comes all the way underneath to Andrew Cole. Cole has help from Kenny Ferrara, alternate captain here for the Chanticleers. Owen Thomas picks it up for South Carolina. Sends one over for Duncan Hickman. Underneath, near side corner. Backhands this one out. And Owen Thomas blown up at open ice there by Andrew Cole. A big hit. Gives Coastal control of the puck. Shovel that one off the boards in neutral territory. Picked up with some speed here. Down the right side, they come. Defensive play there by Ryan McGowan. Avoids a check, dumps the puck back in. Breakout pass here. Too far for Coastal. And again, another big hit there. Julian Reese Connecting with the shoulder of Andrew Cole. 2 minutes gone here. A scoreless hockey game. 2.5 minutes in last night, we had our first goal. And we'll see if any early scoring comes in this one. This one iced in behind the net of Trip Russell. Faceoff comes all the way back down. It'll be to the right of goaltender Griffin Williams. That third line, the energy line, and the gray line as they are known in practice. Gamecocks having color-coded practice jerseys. Gray, red, blue, and gold for the forwards, black on defense. The gray line steps out here. Julian Reese, Mike Bolger, and Chad Lazine. Face-off won by South Carolina. Colin Burke heads to the wall to keep that puck in on the near side. Bumped off there, and now getting involved underneath is Chad Lazine. Lazine, right winger out of Chelmsford, Massachusetts. Back to the point. Burke shovels one on goal. Tipped in front. Rebound. Just pops over the net there. Big opportunity for Julian Reese. And now finally the play comes to rest. Put in. But they're going to blow it off. Puck popped around in front. Griffin Williams bobbled it there. Looked like he had it, but only for a second. It spilled free. Chad Lazine tapped it home. But play had been blown dead. The goal waved off. So we'll remain scoreless here. 17:30 to go in the first period. Some good looks here for South Carolina. Fourth line comes on. Rob Lawrence steps in to take the draw. Back it comes to the point. Redirected in front. Big chance there for Michael Peake. He got a stick on it. Around to the near side it comes. Ian Vanderveen back for Coastal. Goes underneath his net to Dennis. Knocked off the puck by Peake. He cycles it back down low for Alex Siegfried. He gets hit from behind. Play continues. Siegfried battles for it. Finally coming free now to Rob Lawrence. He'll rim this one underneath Michael Peake in the right wing corner. Peake coming together with Dennis. Back to the point. Pruden lets one go. Save made there by Griffin Williams. Gets the stick on it. Oakley in the neutral zone. The play comes all the way back out. Michael Peake has to touch up. Swatted at there by Rob Lawrence. They'll call offsides, and that'll bring the faceoff back down into the neutral zone. 16:46 left in the first. Reinforcements from the South Carolina bench. Griffin Williams seeing lots of rubber early on in this game. Trip Russell, he'll have to wait to see the bulk of his shots. Face-off won by Coastal Carolina. They'll play this one ahead over the center red line, but the Gamecocks take control right back. It's Luke Rudman. Rudman chips one over the line, picked up by Egan, his alternate captain. And his captain, Cam Mecca, heads into the corner to get it. Back down low. Center ice pass there for Rudman. Can't connect. Mecca gets it back, though. Spins off a check. Loses the puck. Egan picks it up. Near side corner. To the point now. Hickman walks the line. Fakes a shot. And it finally goes on goal. Absorbed there by Williams for another faceoff. We talked last night about Griffin Williams being made of Velcro. Every puck seems to stick to him. He's great at getting whistles, face-offs. Not a big rebound guy. Seemed to help in at least a little bit last night. Off the draw, the Gamecocks win it. Rudman goes forward, heads on the backhand underneath the net, comes out far side, tries to center one for Ronan Egan, but that gets shut down. Coastal chips this one off the high glass. Nice play in front of the Gamecock bench. Almost spun free there was Justin Folks. South Carolina heads back in. Mecca drops it off. Rudman in the slot. Sends one through for Egan, but that pass is shut down. They'll loft this one all the way out towards center ice. Coming free now. Brendan Eng-Tao out to the right side in behind the Gamecock net. Center ice pass. Vanderveen knocked down in front. Stick save there by Russell. Far side corner. Coastal drops it off. Picked up by Ronan Egan. Lifted all the way back out into neutral territory. Gamecocks go for a line change. Coach Sirois talked about being smarter in their defensive zone. That's a safe play by Ronan Egan. As this puck comes in neutral territory, backhanded into the Gamecock zone. West goes D to D, near side. Colin Burke uses the boards to get the puck out. To the Coastal defender. Picked up, though, off the turnover. Owen Thomas, quick shot, just misses over the glove there of Williams. Cycled back down underneath. Ben Smith in his first shift tonight, nearly 5 minutes into the game. Held into the point by Parker West. Kicked up, bounces free in the slot. Again, West keeps that one in at the near side point. Gamecocks moving right to left to start this period. Owen Thomas to the point. West shot knocked down in front. And now it might be an odd man rush back the other way. Here comes Cameron Tucker in over the line. 2-on-2, shut down by Parker West. Good active stick. And he takes a collision along the near side to move the puck forward. Dennis for Coastal. Can't hang on to it or hold it in at the line. It's taken by Powderly. Over center red, gets into offensive territory, swings one out wide, curls up in the slot, a play right in front. They can't connect, though. Powderly looking there for Owen Thomas. It ends up behind the goal. Dennis now for Coastal on the breakout pass. Avoids its intended target, but does clear the zone. And now Hunter Jackal in his first shift for South Carolina. Throws one ahead, redirected by Ben Smith. And they will go for a change yet again. 14:09 to go. Scoreless first period. Puck dumped into Coastal territory. Dennis swings from underneath his own net. Avoids the check of Chad Lazine. Brings it over his blue line. Out on the backhand. Swatted back in there by Tyler Oakley. Back it'll have to be controlled there by Joe McAdams. Thrown all the way in over some heads. No icing signal given, but a whistle blown. So we will have a stoppage here for icing. And the puck goes all the way back down to the right of Griffin Williams for this faceoff. Tons of offensive zone draws here for the Gamecocks. They were with the slight edge in faceoff wins last night. If that can continue, they'll be pretty well set to have an offensive chance here. Off the draw, back for Tyler Oakley. Fans on the shot, sends it back down low for Mike Bolger. Chad Lazine gets in there in the corner. Sends one off the dasher for Bolger. Far side corner. Holland for that puck, Julian Reese. Quick shot, just caught the glass there. Reese slamming his stick off the ice. He wanted that puck. Rebound goes back down low. Reese wants it again in the slot. He won't get it. Finally feed it through on the backhand. Reese just got a touch on it. Can't finish. 13:19 to go. Chad Lazine, the hit in the near side corner. Puck drifting free, and it'll be held in there. Nice physical play by Mike Bolger. Finally swatted back out. The Gamecock defenseman will take over. Oakley on the restart. Sends it through for Reese down the left wing. Quick shot, and again, stopped by Williams. Right into that Coastal Carolina logo on the crest of his jersey. A face-off here with 13:02 to go. Julian Reese, 4 points through his first 2 games as a Gamecock. 3 of those are goals. Slamming his stick on the ice. He wants more goals. That's the fire you want to see out of your young players. Well, out of any of your players, really. Thrown down off the face-off for an immediate icing in the Gamecock zone. Ryan McGowan picks it up with the glove, hands it off to the official, and they'll make the long journey back down to our left for the face-off after the icing. Most of these first 8 minutes, well, 7 minutes and some change, have been spent down to our left in the Coastal zone. Trip Russell, trying to stay awake here. In behind the Coastal net. Center ice pass there for Michael Peake, wouldn't connect. Ryan McGowan sends one just wide. Siegfried coming down low underneath the net of Williams. Griffin Williams, the goaltender for Coastal, faces off against Trip Russell here, the goaltending matchup. Williams going to get the glove on top of this one. That puck just rolled in on him. He'll get the face-off here again. 12:34 to go, a scoreless hockey game. At this point last night, we'd already had at least 3 goals. Coastal roaring out to a 3-1 lead. The Gamecocks would battle back to tie it. And then, like 2 heavyweight fighters, we'd trade blows until finally 8-5 the final score last night. In the offensive zone, the Gamecocks have it after the draw. Rob Lawrence goes down underneath the net, connects with Alex Siegfried here. And finally, a whistle and a stoppage. We'll have a penalty, our first of the game. Looks like a holding call here to Rob Lawrence. And the Gamecocks will start their special teams campaign shorthanded. The official booking to Rob Lawrence is 2 for a hook. Took a man down in behind the net, I believe. It was looking like Broderick Dennis. So the penalty kill will come out for South Carolina. Parker West, Avery Pruden, the defenseman. Chad Lazine. And Julian Reese steps in to take the faceoff. Wins it forward. Can't hang on to it. Coastal takes over along the half wall. Cameron Tucker. He goes down, moves the puck to his defenseman Dennis. Quick shot from long range, saved by Russell. Rebound, it goes in! Coastal celebrating like they've scored. The official waves it off. Did that puck hit the outside of the cage? They'll converse. They'll call that no goal. Bit of a strange play there. Russell made the first stop. The rebound came out to his right. They played it off the outside of the cage. Puck never crossed the goal line. One-timer from Engtau off the faceoff, steered to the near side, there by the stick of Trip Russell. Underneath, Parker West sandwiches a man. Coastal still with the puck, though. Far side half wall, now to the point. Dennis, center point, goes to Engtau. Quick shot, glove save, Russell. Engtau, the left-handed shot on the right wing. Scored a nice one over the glove of Gormley last night. He's going to have to work a little bit harder to beat Trip Russell on that glove hand this morning. Captain here for Coastal, working the point on this power play. Face-off taken by Justin Folks and one back. It's Engtau off the dasher. Near side boards Cameron Tucker. Sends it across to Dennis. Roderick Dennis shot knocked down in front. Bouncer settled down by Julian Reese and backhanded out towards the neutral zone. Minute 19 on the hooking call to Rob Lawrence. In come the Chanticleer. Center ice pass here. Fanning on that attempt there was Tucker. They'll get it back to Engtau. Rising shot just over the crossbar. Catches the glass behind Trip Russell. Heads out towards neutral territory. Broderick Dennis on the restart. They'll miss the connecting pass. Finally touched out. They'll call it icing. Taken there by Avery Pruden. And icing on a power play. Coastal working in the wrong direction here as they head back to take this face-off in front of their goaltender. We gave you the names of the players that are playing tonight. The names of the players not playing tonight. Evan Hoey, Corey Hawkinson, Matt Owen, and Nick Peters, all sitting in that far side corner to the right of their goaltender. Quick shot off the draw there. Siegfried with a shorthanded chance in the offensive zone, shut down by the pads of Williams. 11 minutes to go, 47 seconds left on the hooking penalty to Robbie Lawrence. Breakout pass. Coastal has some room. They gather speed into the zone now. Picked up, top of the circle. Nice move to the outside. Quick shot stopped by Russell. Shut down. Hickman's going to take it. Send this one off the high glass. Kenny Ferrara shut down by the pad there. Point shot by Engtau goes wide. Off the glass, they take it. Out of the corner, spinning back, center point. It's Engtau. Centers one. Dennis, the shot goes wide. Rebound off the boards. They score. Oh, he hit the goalpost. Wide open net there for Cameron Tucker. Rings it off the iron. Engtau has it at the point here. Coastal upping the intensity. Long shot, knocked down in front. Taken there. Ryan McGowan goes back down low. 9 seconds to go on the penalty. Duncan Hickman to the near side boards. Picked up by Engtau. Top of the circles, goes across. Broderick Dennis. Engtau wants it back. Long shot. Save made by Russell, and he will cover. There is no rebound. A face-off, 10:15 to go. The Gamecocks have killed the penalty. Gamecocks and company, referring to their net. Again, wide open opportunity there. It was not sure if it was the intentional shot wide from a steep angle. Causes the puck to bounce off the boards behind the goal. And you got a wide open net there for Kenny Ferrara. Just to the glove side of Trip Russell. Couldn't bury it. Couldn't beat the iron. Defensive zone faceoff here for the Gamecocks. Ronan Egan wins it back. Over to get it, Hunter Jackal. Skating now on the back end with Colin Burke. Burke sends one ahead. It's Mecca down the left side. Has an edge here. Pulls up at the half wall. Sends one in the slot area. Egan couldn't handle that pass. It bounces all the way out towards center. Picked up, though. Liam Burns down the left side. Centering pass there. Broken up nicely by Ronan Egan. Playing some D. And a big hit along the near side. Luke Rudman avoids a check, and now Egan's got the puck in the offensive zone. Sent one into the slot. Knocked down there by Burns. Burns has it at center ice. Stripped of control by Rudman. Rudman back into the coastal zone. Hit by Burns. Shakes that one off. Takes another hit by Gerstner. And now they'll battle for the puck in the corner. Mecca has it. 9.5 to go here. Quick shot, Mecca. Knocked down in front. Rebound just trickles wide of the goalpost. Underneath they go. Scoreless hockey game here. Rudman's shot goes wide. Rebound picked up by Mecca. The jam play wouldn't go. Coastal going to backhand this one all the way back down. Icing will be negated here. The slow roller taken by Colin Burke. Stretch pass into neutral territory. Egan sends one. Far side intercepted here. Engtau sends one up ahead now for Folks. Long shot. Bouncer there, easily sticked away there by Trip Russell. Redirected by Owen Thomas. His line comes on now, and dangerous there. Gamecocks midst of a line change. That puck hit a player in the skates. They'll say almost too many men on the ice there. Play continues. 8:47 to go. Ian Powderly one-hands one. Back to the point in the offensive zone. Tyler Oakley, they'll go back down low. Owen Thomas pulls up top of the circle. Sends it back down for Powderly. He's got it underneath. Comes around, far side boards, top of the circle, sends it back down again. Give and go there with Thomas Powderly in the slot. Dipsy Doodle, he scores! or they wave it off. Again, another great opportunity. Looked like it had gone in, but they knocked the net off. Will this one count? The officials will confer. We are just left wondering here. 8:28 to go in the first period. The score, unknown at the moment. 0-0 on the official scoreboard. The officials speaking here. Ian Powderly, a great give and go down low with Owen Thomas. Gets the puck in the slot, the left-handed shot, fakes the goaltender out, goes to the stick side, tries to tuck it around him. The net came off its moorings. Whether it was taken off by a defenseman or the goaltender or one of the Gamecock forwards is unclear. And they will say no goal. Scoreless here. We will continue. The faceoff comes to the right of Griffin Williams. Owen Thomas steps in to take the draw. Cam Mecca comes off. Thomas's line here on for South Carolina. They'll win it. Pruden holds that one in center point, goes across near side boards. Oakley down low now. It's Smith. Smith down to his knees. Picked up there. Intercepted by Brett Taylor. Shoveled out into Gamecock territory. Racing after this puck. A diving play. Nicely sticked away there by Tyler Oakley. Keeping that puck away from Cameron Tucker. On the breakout. Floated out towards center ice. Gamecocks can't have it. A steal, though. It's Powderly. In the slot. A nice move to the outside. Sends one on net. They score! And this one's going to count. It's about time. Owen Thomas, his first goal in a Gamecock uniform. This one counts. 1-0 South Carolina here from Wilmington. After all of this, goals waved off at both ends, shots off the goalpost. Finally, we have a goal. It's Owen Thomas's first. Another nice inside-outside move by Ian Powderly, generating time and space. He's not the fastest guy on the South Carolina squad, but he's got some of the nicest hands. Makes defenders look foolish. Opens that opportunity for Owen Thomas to slip in right inside that right wing faceoff circle and tap open that puck for a wide open net. And with 7:58 to go here in the first period, 1-0, the Gamecocks find themselves ahead. Brendan Engtow, not a fan of the result. He'll confer with the head official. The Gamecocks are lined up for the faceoff. And head coach Mike DeCarl requires an explanation as well. To try and paint a picture for you, if you weren't with us last night, the Gamecocks wearing their traveling white uniforms, garnet around the shoulders, black and garnet striping around the elbows, torso, and socks, red numbers. You got the black pants as well, and that beautiful descending diagonal Carolina text right around the front of the jersey. They wore them once last year. They expected them to come in much earlier than they did. The Gamecocks, for 99% of last season, only wore one jersey. They wore their garnets with the white band around the torso and the block C on the front because those are the only uniforms they had. They sold their old white uniforms expecting these new white ones to come in, but they didn't come in until Nationals. They wore them one time in that 8-5 loss against the University of Tampa, bounced South Carolina from the tournament, and that was how they ended their season. And now finally, looks like we'll get a start here. Neutral zone faceoff. The goal is up on the board, 7:58. The Gamecocks out ahead 1-0. Coastal wins the draw, fires that one off the near side glass. It's picked up by Hickman in his own zone. Twirls away from a forechecker, sends it near side for Bolger. Makes a defenseman look foolish there. Heads out towards center ice. It's Bolger, the left winger. Right-handed shot. Curls in through center. Now into Coastal territory. Kept in at the line there by Hickman after it was paddled out there by Tucker. Bolger. Far side corner. Glove down by Reese. Redirected in front. Bolger nearly tapped that one in on the backhand. Coastal gained some speed here through the neutral zone. On the breakout. Inside there on Ryan McGowan. Through his skates. They couldn't hang on to it. To the near side it comes. Tucker sends that one back down low with Kenny Ferrara. Centering pass there from Andrew Cole. Can't connect, but Broderick Dennis battling for it in front of the Gamecock bench. Two players go down. It drifts out in towards the red line. Broderick Dennis takes control of it. Sends it through. Gamecocks on the intercept. Cannot control that puck, though. It's bouncing all around. No one can get a handle on it. Finally, Mike Bolger down the left wing. Quick shot pad save there by Williams. Far side, it's Lazine. Cycles back down low for his center, and it's redirected on net for a stoppage. A cover there by Griffin Williams, and a face-off here with 6:47 to go. 1-0 to score. South Carolina ahead. Owen Thomas. Going to get that backwards a lot. They're next to each other on the numerical roster. Owen Thomas gets his first goal as a Gamecock. Ian Powderly cashes in on his first assist of the year. And the offensive zone draw here, won by South Carolina. Quickly taken over, though, by Coastal. Batted down at the line by Avery Pruden, shoveled back in on the backhand. Taken by defenseman for Coastal, Broderick Dennis. Moves away from Michael Peake. Peake gets the puck, though. Moves for Robbie Lawrence. Along the goal line, right-handed shot, tries to curl it to the backhand. It's knocked away. As Coastal tries to exit the zone, the Gamecock forechecker still taking over here. Mike Peake sends it out to the point. Parker West chips that pass over to Colin Burke, top of the circle. Moves it to the backhand. Centering pass there. Siegfried can't bury it. On the rebound, Peake tries to curl it loose. He goes down. Puck pops over the net. Big chance there for South Carolina. Now it's Eng Tao out for Coastal with some speed over center red. Gains the blue line. Swings it out to the right side and ends up on the backhand. Colin Burke going for the big hit there. He missed it. Rob Lawrence underneath his own net. Sends it around for Michael Peake. Swing and a miss there on the far side. Clear attempt. Held in by Coastal. Dropped at the blue line. Finally swatted back out. And the bouncing puck blown dead off the offsides call. Ian Vanderveen had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But he didn't have the puck. Somebody else offsides along the far side wall. And so the result is a face-off just outside South Carolina territory. Ronan Egan steps in against Liam Burns. Egan wins the draw into his own zone. Oakley's got to backhand this one up the boards for Cam Mecca. Settles it down. Has to move around the official as he brings it down the left wing with some speed. Quick shot there, up high, loose in front off the rebound. Gator can't cash in on the rebound. Sends it wide again. It's Mecca. Underneath with some speed, wheeling and dealing heel. Sends it back down low for Rudman. Rudman, right wing faceoff circle. Centering pass there for Mecca. Tap just wide, it goes in! Off the stick of Cam Mecca, off a defender. The Gamecocks out ahead. It's 2-0. Cam Mecca, if that's his goal, it's his 5th of the season in just 3 games. And it looks like they'll give it to him. Leading the handshake line for fist bumps in front of the bench, Cam Mecca. His 3rd goal in 12 hours, 5th on the campaign. He scored 15 last season. He's already at 1/3 of his goal scoring total, and we're 3 games into the year. Off the center ice faceoff, it drifts back in on Griffin Williams. He'll cover this one up with 5:13 to go. That'll prompt a defensive unit change here for South Carolina on the ensuing offensive zone draw. Off the tie-up, it comes free. A shot from Ben Smith ends up in the pads of Williams. Gamecocks mine out the rebound. Sent down low by Hickman from the point. Centering pass for Powderly goes just wide. Smith down low underneath. A defenseman without a stick here for Coastal. Ben Smith walks, sends it to the goal line. Owen Thomas, nice move between the wickets of a defenseman. Puck ends up at the blue line there. McGowan tried to kick it, but he couldn't hang on to that puck. It was at about knee level. Uncomfortable for the stick, a little too high for the skate there. It comes back in, though. Powderly down the right side, bumped off it. Still has it. Centering pass, Owen Thomas, and he scores! Owen Thomas, his 2nd goal of the game. 3-0 South Carolina. Powderly connects with Thomas for the 2nd time tonight. Owen Thomas, probably the highest touted prospect in the Gamecock training camp at tryouts. Fastest guy out there. Has great hands. He's not the biggest guy, only 5'10". He doesn't stand out in that aspect of it, but the way he zips around the ice and the way he creates space for himself, we were just waiting. It was a little surprising it took him 2 games to get his first goal. But now that he's got the scoring touch, he's getting warmed up here. 2 goals in about 10 minutes. 3-0 to score. Puck thrown in behind the Coastal goal off the faceoff. A turnover. It's Lazine. Quick shot save made Williams. 4:19 to go in the first. And the Gamecocks will have to try again. Big opportunity. Chad Lazine gets a beach ball of a turnover there. Picks it up, no problem. Throws one on goal. But Williams equal to the task. Alan Sirois sends his third line back out there. Julian Reese sends it to the back end. Hunter Jackal holds it in at the point. A bit of a tie-up. Mike Bolger plays it free. Has it underneath on the backhand. Far side corner. To the point. Parker West sends that one directed in front there. Nice chance by Julian Reese. That puck sent wide initially. And now finally gloved down by Coastal. They'll take it back out the other way. Ian Vanderveen spinning at center ice as he picks up this puck. Now a chance. Loose in front. Nice defensive play there by Bolger. Looked like it was going to be an odd man rush for Justin Folks. Bolger knocked off the puck, though. It's Engtau. Down low. Near side corner. Pulls up. Sends one off the outside of the cage. Vanderveen has it. Drops it off for his captain, Engtau. Back down underneath. Engtau, Vanderveen, and Justin Folks out here, the unit for Coastal. Vanderveen underneath, 6'5", sends it over now to Engtau, about 5'5". He's taken all the way back out to the blue line by Mike Bolger, who picks up the puck now. Can't send it across for his right winger. Now it's Lazine. Chad Lazine, top of the circles, pulls up, has it knocked off his stick there by the back-checking Vanderveen. It moves underneath now for Julian Reese. To the point. Jackal, long shot redirected, never got to the net. Oakley sends one from the right wing point. Can't hang on to it, goes underneath. Jackal pinching in, sending back now. Alex Siegfried fills in for him at the blue line. Jackal sweeps this one back down below the goal line. Chipped all the way back out by the Chanticleers to the left of Trip Russell's net for an icing and a stoppage here with 2:50 to go in the opening frame. For those of you just joining, 3 goals already for South Carolina, 3-0 hockey game. 1 by Cam Mecca, 2 by Owen Thomas. We had a couple of close calls. Chad Lazine almost cashed in, but the net was knocked off. A goalpost hit down to our right by Kenny Ferrara. And in both of Trip Russell's starts so far this season, he gets lucky with a goalpost early in the game. Face off to the right of Griffin Williams to his stick side. Down to our left, the puck can't be held in by South Carolina. Engtau going to bounce this one off the boards. Oakley keeps him away from the puck as Pruden fills in along the near side to bounce that puck underneath his goaltender. Shot from the point. Dennis goes wide off the turnover. Mike Peake rims this one all the way back around. Dennis there to hold it in. Battling for it there. Oakley takes a hit, makes a play. In the neutral zone. Dennis picks it up, moves it back in off sides. He'll argue with the official, Broderick Dennis, but he'll have to leave the puck and head back out for the neutral zone faceoff. Fresh from the bench, Alan Sirois taps his second line. Rudman, Egan, and Cam Mecca. Oakley and Pruden on the back end. They'll stay on. 2:21 to go. 3-0 South Carolina here on a Sunday morning from Wilmington. Rudman off the tie-up in the draw, tries to battle for it in Coastal territory. It comes all the way back free for South Carolina. D-to-D pass by Oakley, broken up there. Nice play with the forechecking of Matt O'Rourke. Sharp angle shot as the Gamecocks bring it back in. Rebound chance by Mecca is shut down as well. Pruden holds it in, far side point in front of the Coastal bench. Underneath now, Ronan Egan teams up with Cam Mecca. Mecca's got the puck. Sends it underneath now. Egan again. Below the goal line, Gamecocks operating from down low. Sends it for Mecca, who takes it on his backhand. Stripped of control, Coastal backhands this one out. It'll finally be taken ahead as charging through in a long shot. Glove save there by Trip Russell. Joe McAdams, with an assist in last night's game, tries to jumpstart the rush here for Coastal, but shut down by that trapper of Trip Russell. Faceoff comes down to our right, to the left of Trip Russell. In one back there by Coastal. They'll send it forward off the draw. Knocked down in front. Ben Smith to the near side. Comes over to play it. Teams up with Duncan Hickman. Tries to get involved with Kenny Ferrara. More players come in. 3 Gamecocks, 2 Coastal Carolina players. Knocked down off the boot there, Ryan McGowan. It goes wide. Powderly to the far side. Picked up now by Owen Thomas. Knocked off. Thrown on goal. Stopped by Russell. Bit of a turning shot there off the stick of Cameron Tucker. Knocked down. Ben Smith off the restart. Coastal holds it in, though. Point shot redirected in front. It goes wide. Andrew Cole now on the backhand below the goal line. Picked up now. Owen Thomas charges ahead. 3-on-2 for the Gamecocks. Thomas with speed down the right side. Spin move there. Can't drop it off for Powderly. Inside a minute to go in this first period. Finally, working free is Powderly. Centering pass there for Thomas. Couldn't get the stick on it. It's McGowan now. Far side point. Turns up. Ben Smith filling in. Center point. McGowan again. Shot from the point off a shin guard there of Andrew Cole. Cole has it. Backhands it out towards center ice. 31 to go. 3-0 hockey game. South Carolina ahead. Off the dump-in and the restart. Going to be Matt Corning from his own zone for Coastal. Swatted down by the forechecking Julian Reese. Still, in front of that Coastal bench, finally drifting all the way back. Colin Burke comes to play it in his own zone. Final 10 to go here. First period, Burke behind his own goal. Some forechecking Coastal players knocked out towards center ice. Broderick Dennis shovels for Engtau. Curls up at center. Long shot thrown on goal. Trip Russell had a bit of trouble handling that one. A little scary there as time expires. That shot thrown from center ice leaks through the stick of Trip Russell, but he got it with the knees. And a bit of a hairy way to end the period there, but it does come to an end. The score after 20 minutes, South Carolina 3, Coastal Carolina nothing. Some struggles early on for the Gamecocks, but they explode with offense there. 2 goals from Owen Thomas, 1 from Cam Mecca. Ian Powderly getting a pair of assists. We'll see what the official ruling was on the Mecca goal. 99% sure it was his. We'll just wait to see who the assist was from. But as we stand, Gamecocks out ahead 3-0. We'll send you to a break, and when we come back, about 15 minutes, we'll have the start of the second period for you here on the Capital City Sports Network, presented by SGTV. Welcome back to the Capital City Sports Network. The players returning to the ice here for the start of the second period. South Carolina in front 3-0 here against the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Gamecocks getting back on the ice, stretching out here for warm-ups. Ben Smith, his line with Ian Powderly, Owen Thomas. Those three have connected multiple times here. Thomas getting his first 2 goals as a Gamecock. Mecca cashing in again, his 5th of the season. And that's where we find ourselves. Again, Cam Mecca, 15 goals all of last season. He's already got a third of his goal total covered here in the first 3 games. Gamecocks will switch sides here with the Chanticleers. Gamecocks moving left to right. Sorry, the players giving me a little bit of a show here down here. Trip Russell down to our left. Griffin Williams down to our right. Some conversations with the players and coaches here as we approach the opening face-off of the second period. Interesting to see who Alan Surwa sends out here for the start of the period. That third line, Julian Reese, Mike Bolger, and Chad Lazine kind of rushing the offense here and jump-starting things. But it looks like he's going to tap Cam Mecca's line with Ronan Egan and Luke Rudman. Those three have been buzzing all around the offensive zone so far tonight. Avery Pruden and Tyler Oakley, they'll start out on the back end. And it's been confirmed to me that I said tonight. Sorry, bad habit. It is Sunday morning here in Wilmington. Center ice face-off. Won there by Coastal. They'll move back here on the backside. It's Kyle Yaffe. Goes D-to-D for Dennis here. Underway in the second. It drifts back in towards Carolina territory where it's picked up here by Avery Pruden. Pruden behind his goaltender. Watched closely there by a forechecker. Drops it off again underneath. Picked up by Oakley. Out off the far side wall, taken there by Cam Mecca. Dodges a few checks. Sends back towards center ice. He's going to wind this one up himself. Down the near side, around Engtau. Swallowed away there by Dennis. Moved underneath there. Nice tap pass there by Rudman. Bouncer underneath the Coastal goal there. Glove down by Ronan Egan. Give and go with Cam Mecca. They'll continue to give and go. 3-4 passes there. Mecca and Egan. At the point, Pruden elects to just rim this one back around. Egan plays it over to his captain. Half wall, Mecca. Far side point, Oakley. Sends one on goal, knocked down in front, and Luke Rudman can't come away with it. Egan staple gun to the boards there by Broderick Dennis. They'll walk this one up the wall, still battle for it. Moved away, shoveled in on the backhand there by Tyler Oakley. Nice play there by Ronan Egan to the net there. Swatted away by the goal stick of Griffin Williams, getting involved there with the defenseman. Finally, this play ends up blowing down here. 18:48 to go, a 3-0 hockey game. Puck coming out of the Coastal zone. The faceoff will come to the left of goaltender Griffin Williams. Again, Gamecocks moving left to right here in this period. Ben Smith's line with Owen Thomas and Ian Powderly comes on. Again, we talked about Owen Thomas all throughout training camp, one of the higher touted Gamecock prospects. Scoreless through 2 games. Thought he had one there against Clemson, but finally cashes in twice here in his third game as right off the draw, puck comes straight back to Griffin Williams. He gets the glove on top for another faceoff. Instant replay here down to our right. Thomas steps in against Kenny Ferrara. This time won by the Gamecocks. Powderly tries to curl this one around a defenseman. Picked up by Vanderveen. Coastal heading back down the other direction. Tries to step around McGowan. He gets taken into the boards there. Giving assistance, Andrew Cole. They'll send this one back underneath. Hickman on the backhand. Plays it over to Ben Smith, who stumbles there in the corner. Flips one out towards neutral territory. Picked up. Moved back in here by Gordon Gerstner. The long dump. Glove down there by Hickman. Out off the boards in front of the Coastal bench. Picked up by Gerstner again. Gerstner down the right side. Winds. Fires. He scores! Gordon Gerstner beats Trip Russell past the glove here. 18:11 to go in the second. And Coastal's on the board. It's 3-1. Gordon Gerstner not on the board in last night's game. He gets there this morning. First goal of the season for Gerstner. A long shot from about 50 feet out that right wing faceoff circle just leaks through Trip Russell. He got about 50% of the puck. Didn't turn out to be enough here. So last night it was 3-1 Coastal at one point. This morning, 3-1 South Carolina. Off the ensuing faceoff, shoveled back into the backhand by Colin Burke, taken there by the goaltender Griffin Williams behind his net. He'll stop this one for his defenseman Corning. To the near side wall, Chad Lazine gets tangled up with an official. Corning takes him in behind the goal. Lazine, far side for Bolger now. Underneath the net, the Gamecocks work it. Bolger, right-handed shot in that right wing face-off circle. Drifts out back towards the point, cycles down low for West. Centering pass there for Bolger, they couldn't connect. Now Burke down low, pinching in, sharp angle shot, knocked down in front. Williams makes the initial save. Chad Lazine on the rebound, picks it up, near side boards. He gets hammered. Chad Lazine goes down, a big hit. Puck picked up though, centering pass there, Reese couldn't connect. Bolger curls, shoots, save made by the glove of Williams. And we get a stoppage here, 17:25 to go in the second. Griffin Williams keeps the score at 3-1. Again, another opportunity here for South Carolina in the offensive zone. Cam Mecca's line gets tapped to take the face-off here. Ronan Egan at center. Mecca's switching over to the right wing here. Left-handed shot on his off wing. And they'll keep Mike Bolger on. Bit of a mix match here. Egan, Bolger, and Mecca, Avery, Pruden, Tyler Oakley. The first defensive unit here so far for South Carolina. One-time shot, Pruden redirected into the glass. Puck stays in play. Player's not entirely sure if that hit the netting or not. It stays in. Pruden, point shot again. Save made Williams. The rebound picked up, thrown out off the high glass there. Nice defensive play by Kyle Yaffe. It drifts back in on Trip Williams. Finally touched up there. They'll rule it was deflected. And out of all of this, a penalty. Gamecocks to the power play. Gordon Gerstner in the penalty box right now. Face-off after that whistle comes back down to the left of Trip Russell. They'll drop it. Gamecocks try to work it forward here. Mecca can't play it. Comes back free to Ronan Egan. He's going to have to double back behind his goaltender and get the rush started here on this power play. Egan over center red, gathering speed, sends this one back in from the right wing. Williams behind his goal to stop it. Avery Pruden pinching down low, makes a big hit, comes away with the puck, able to move it free to Ronan Egan. Egan, sharp angle shot, save made by Williams. The rebound squirts out of the faceoff circle. Mike Bolger, across for Oakley to the near side. Long shot, knocked down. Gloved by Bolger, plays it down to his stick, finally drifting back out towards the point. Bolger not afraid to move around here. Near side, down low for his captain, Cam Mecca. Mecca in the slot. Egan, give and go there. In the slot there for Bolger, he can't finish. Right wing faceoff corner, knocked free. Bolger back towards the point with it. Tries to go D to D and swatted away there. Coastal back the other way, a chance shorthanded. Justin Folks, shorthanded goal last night. They send one just wide there. Past the glove of Trip Russell, and back the other way come the Gamecocks. Big chance there. Folks almost connects with Yaffe. Back the other way, it's Egan down the left wing. 32 to go on the power play. Egan gets taken down. He goes a little awkwardly into the boards. Mecca battles for it, gets the puck to the point in Hickman. Mecca, far side half wall. Wants McGowan, has him. Fans on the shot there. Beautiful opportunity. Backhanded out, kept in by Hickman. Sends it across. Mecca, far side at the half wall. Goes back down low to the goal line. Centering pass there. Picked up by Egan. Big save, Williams. He got the pad down. Kept in by McGowan, though. 5 to go on the man advantage. Hickman across. Mecca in the slot. Shoots one, and a save made by Williams again. As the Gamecocks approaching 25 or 30 shots here. As we're not even halfway through this hockey game. 15:26 to go. South Carolina on top 3-1. 1 second remaining on the penalty to Gordon Gerstner. Faceoff will come to the right of goaltender Griffin Williams. Third power play unit on Alan Sirwa, one of the guys that runs 3 power play units, a little unorthodox, but whatever gets the job done here. Rob Lawrence steps in. Michael Peake on his right. Alex Siegfried on his left. To the point, Parker West. Penalty time expires. Out of the penalty box. Here they come. Back the other way with speed. It's Cole. Sends one just wide. May have gone off the skate there of Hunter Jackal. Jackal in his South Carolina debut. Underneath here. Coastal trying to work it free. Finally they have it. Centering pass there. Catches nobody. It drifts out to the point and Ryan Barley. Barley loose in the slot. Backhand shot stopped by the pad of Russell. Underneath. Again, Coastal trying to work that puck down low and then send it back out up high. And a centering pass knocked down. Alex Siegfried counters for South Carolina. Michael Peake reaches. Can't get the puck with it. Whistle back in here, a delayed offsides, finally touched up. 14:46 to go, second period. And another face-off here in the South Carolina zone as both teams make the line changes. Neutral zone face-off off to the offsides. Stepped in, won there by Owen Thomas. To the backside, they play it off the dasher. Ahead for Ben Smith, too far. He can't pick it up. Batted out towards the neutral zone. Back the other way, Cameron Tucker. In, on the backhand, loses control of it. Sends one on goal just wide. It drifts back out. Now it's Ben Smith. He can't hang on to it. Drifting out again towards center ice and Gordon Gerstner. Gerstner leaves it. Turnover there. 3-on-1 for the Gamecocks. It's Smith for Thomas. Quick shot and deflected. A beautiful defensive play there by Liam Burns. Sliding across. Tips that puck out of play with the stick. And he'll get a tap on the shin guards from his goaltender there. 14-17. Still 3-1 thanks to Liam Burns. Owen Thomas looking for the hat trick here. He steps in on this offensive zone faceoff. He'll lose it. Coastal rims this one around the glass, hustling back to get this one. Tyler Oakley, he's able to keep it in at the red line. And now he'll play to his defenseman. A turnover, though. Engtau in the zone, picks it up, shoots one off the pad there of Pruden and into the netting. So we see at one end, we see at the other end. Nice defensive play by Burns. Keeps the score at 3-1. After the turnover, nice defensive play by Avery Pruden. Able to get a shin guard on the Engtau shot and redirect that puck up high. And so we stay at 3-1. 14:03 to go, second period. Second leg of a back-to-back here. South Carolina, 8-5 over Coastal last night. 3-1 right now. Quick shot off the draw, stopped there by the blocker of Russell. Coastal works it back down low. It's Engtau with Cameron Tucker. Taken to the boards there by Oakley. Tucker battling for it. Finally picked up by Julian Reese. Reese shovels that pass, gets hit after he gets rid of it. Dennis sends one down low. Coastal, quick shot, can't get a hand on it. Cameron Tucker still battling for it. They send it to the near side now. Coastal working it back out to the point. Broderick Dennis wraps this one back down low for his captain, Engtau. Cameron Tucker bodied there by Reese. Puck shoveled out by Oakley. Bolger stapled under the boards there, and he picks it up, though. Bolger battles ahead. He's got Reese. Finally, into the zone is Bolger. On sides, he comes through the slot. Can't curl it around a defenseman. Picked up by Broderick Dennis. Waiting. A breakaway. Kenny Ferrara has a chance. Sends one across. Big save by Russell. He got across with the right pad to deny Cameron Tucker. Oh, what a stop. And we continue here. 13 to go. 3-1 South Carolina. Engtau, a turning shot, goes wide. Duncan Hickman shovels this one on the backhand, but Coastal keeps it in. Picked up by Bolger. It drifts out towards center. 2-on-1 develops. It's Lazine with Bolger. Bolger sends one across. Lazine shoots one. Big save again there. It's Williams. Two huge stops at both ends of the ice. Lazine battles for the puck. It comes free and across now. Ian Vanderveen loses it off the turnover. Lazine, quick shot goes wide. Save. The rebound off the boards. Julian Reese couldn't tap that puck home. Gamecocks buzzing in the offensive zone. Finally back around. Now for Broderick Dennis. The tempo slows down a little bit. Off the breakout, the defenseman Dennis picks it up left wing corner. He sends it all the way back down, but the Gamecocks pick it up quickly. Cam Mecca out for Egan. It's redirected back in. Icing waved off. Vanderveen rims this one around. It's held in, though. Hickman floats one towards the net. Batted down by the glove there at Kenny Ferrara. Sends it ahead. Andrew Cole with a chance. Save made by Russell. Kicks it out with the left pad. And the rebound followed up on there by a Coastal defenseman fresh from the bench. They'll pick it up near side corner. Gamecocks battling for it. Throw it out towards the point. Gordon Gerstner holds it in. Drifting back out towards center. Ryan Barley's going to have to pick this one up. Send it up for Vanderveen in the neutral zone. Approaching the blue line, they'll pick it up. It's Cole. Left wing shot goes just wide of the glove. Rimmed back around again. This time Joe McAdams. Underneath, Gamecocks pick it up. Send this one through. Stretch pass. Mecca has it over the blue line. Streaking towards the net. Egan. He's got a chance here. Redirected on that and a big save by Williams. Denying Ronan Egan. Finally thrown back down by Ian Vanderveen. A whistle. A stoppage. An icing call. With 11:21 to go, the faceoff comes back down to our right in front of the Coastal goal. Finally get a bit of a breather here. Great chances at both ends. Great saves by both goaltenders. Rob Lawrence's fourth line steps in. They win the offensive zone draw. One back, Hunter Jackal. Point shot goes just wide. He zipped that one. Comes around. Colin Burke pinches in, and now we have a stoppage. No penalty, but a stoppage. Rob Lawrence and Joe McAdams off the faceoff. Their face cages got tangled up in one another. Finally, they separate the two players there. All smiles off that one. Bit of a strange play, but we'll drop the puck again. Lawrence versus McAdams, part 2. Face-off, won again by Lawrence. This time, no tangling up. Underneath, they work it for Alex Siegfried in the offensive zone. Michael Peake has it now. Blonde hair flowing. Underneath the goal line, he works it out. Mike Peake, the right-handed shot in the corner. Sends it underneath for the senior Alex Siegfried. Pinching back in now is going to be Hunter Jackal. Underneath again. Gamecocks working this puck out from below the goal line. Finally picked up here by the Chanticleers. Skated through a couple of men. Finally, the turnover in the neutral zone. Mike Peake, great back-checking, picks up the puck. Sends it through, intended for Alex Siegfried. Instead, it ends up on the stick of a Coastal player in his defensive zone. In front of the net. They'll have to work it with a little bit of urgency here. Gamecocks wrap it back underneath. Stopped by the goaltender Williams in behind the net. He leaves it for a defenseman. Rush, jump-started, taken there by Liam Burns. Sends that one off the boards. Colin Burke tries to stop that rush, but he can't do it. Puck drifts out towards center, cycled back in by Burke, now pinched back out. And Jackal going to have to start from South Carolina territory. Burke gains the red line, sends one for Powderly. A rush here, Ben Smith to the left side. Centering pass, Powderly scores! A tap-in goal, beautiful give and go. Ben Smith to Ian Powderly. It's 4-1 South Carolina. Ian Powderly, his 3rd point of the night. 2 assists and now a goal to boot. Players were chirping Ben Smith in the locker room about he was the only player on that line of Powderly, Smith, and Owen Thomas that didn't have a point. Now he connects a beautiful feed with Ian Powderly to make it 4-1 South Carolina. Just 10 minutes into this second period. As we pass the halfway mark, Owen Thomas brings it in off the faceoff. Right wing, centering pass, gets it back. Almost a beautiful chance again. Ben Smith nearly set up Thomas for the hat trick. Back the other way come the Chanticleers with some speed. It's Tucker. Tucker gets it right back from Engtau. They'll send one through the goal crease. A player goes down in front. Back to his feet now. Engtau. Now Tucker. Ben Smith down to his knees. Fired back from a sharp angle. Goes wide of the glove of Russell. Underneath, the Gamecocks finally on the near side. They'll float this one back out into the opposite corner right in front of their bench. Slowly rolling back, Kyle Yaffe to his defensive partner, Broderick Dennis. Smith waves at that puck in the neutral zone. Gamecocks can't pick it up. Now finally fired back in. Ian Powderly gets a hit right on his own blue line. Ian Vanderveen down the left side. 2-on-1 develops. Quick shot, Vanderveen. Blocker save, Russell. Puck punched out by that right hand of Trip Russell into the netting. 9:09 to go, second period, and another face-off. Vanderveen, one of the more noticeable guys out there. He's playing third-line center tonight for Coastal. But again, the third line for South Carolina, Bolger, Reese, and Lazine, they're slotted as a third line, but they're getting a ton of ice time. And the same can be said there for Ian Vanderveen. Guys on his team call him Tree, 6'5". You wonder why. At the red line, the Gamecocks have it after a turnover. Picked up. Far side. Reese for Bolger. He scores! Julian Reese feeds Bolger on the redirect. A tap-in goal right around in front. 5-1 South Carolina. Four points in the last 12 hours for Julian Reese. 2 goals in that same time slot for Mike Bolger. And as the chemistry develops here for South Carolina, you see the players that stick together. 5-1 the score. Under 8 minutes and about 45 seconds to go here in the second period. Gamecocks with some cushioning here on the scoreboard. In their own zone after the neutralized faceoff. Sent just wide by a defenseman. Vanderveen in the near side corner. Taken down by McGowan. Play continues. Puck underneath Vanderveen somewhere. McGowan gets into it. Jousting for that puck. Finally, they pitchfork it away. And it can be taken there by Hickman. Dished up and ahead there. Intended for Julian Reese. But Coastal's going to pick this one up. And they'll get their rush jump started again. Back again. Matt O'Rourke backhands this one into the South Carolina zone. Recycled back out now into Coastal territory. They'll move D-to-D on the breakout. Gordon Gerstner. 1 goal already. It's the only goal for Coastal tonight. Trip Russell likes to play that puck to his defenseman. McGowan around the far side boards for Bolger. Slap back in at the point. Chanticleers go to work. McGowan chips this one up off the boards, where it can be taken by Julian Reese. Played ahead for Bolger. Gamecocks content to pass it around in their own zone until they see a breakout plan that they like. Bolger centers one intended for Lazine, picked up there by Gersten. They'll shovel this one back in again. Line change here for Coastal. Brendan Engtau comes on. Ryan McGowan almost hit the official with that clearing attempt there. He fortunately gets out of the way. And now it's Chad Lazine down the right wing. Tries to center one for Julian Reese. This one sent all the way back out as far as center. McGowan has it poked away. It's going to be a chance for Engtau. Engtau down the left side. Has to skate around the official. Quick shot stopped by Russell. And there is no rebound. 17-15 to go. You can see a visible shift in the tempo anytime Brendan Engtau steps on the ice. Hands down the quickest guy out there. He hasn't been able to get loose yet this morning. Caught myself there. Yet this morning. But still a lot of hockey left to be played here. Just past the halfway mark of the second period. 5-1 South Carolina on top. They'll move this one ahead now. Luke Rudman down the right side, gets in and around Broderick Dennis, streaking in his Mecca, pokes at the puck and diving out to get it there. The goaltender Griffin Williams. Another stoppage here. Cam Mecca waving at it. He's got one goal already tonight, but he would sure like to keep his mantra of 2 goals a game going as far into the season as he possibly can. 3-game point streak here for Mecca. Steps in to take the offensive zone draw. Can't quite win it. Coastal picks it up. They'll throw it back out. Colin Burke can't hang on to it. The Gamecocks have to touch up. Back into the offensive zone for South Carolina. Off the boot of Ronan Egan. To the near side. Coastal tries to break it out. They'll send this one back in. It goes off the stick of Parker West. Shoveled in front. Sticked away by Russell. Far side. Now Justin Folks wheels underneath. Looking for a lane. He can't find one. He'll lose the puck, but fortunately picked up there by Broderick Dennis, his defenseman. Seems like Dennis has been on the ice here for at least 85% of the time. Now it's a chance the other way for Mecca. Dennis is back. Mecca drops one off. Rudman sends one just wide. Goaltender may have gotten a toe on that one. Nice spinning pass there by Mecca. Burke holds it in at the blue line. Colin Burke into the slot for Rudman. Quick shot stopped by Griffin Williams, and Mecca jousting at it for the rebound, but there is none. And now 6:08 to go in the second period. Another face-off. Mecca kind of bouncing in between that center and left wing position this morning. Man, it's tough. 90% of the games you play are at 8 o'clock or later. Not used to 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning here. But that's where we find ourselves. Underneath, after the offensive zone faceoff won by South Carolina, Oakley sends it wide. It's rimmed back around the other way. And now Coastal on the breakout. Watched closely by Alex Siegfried. Long shot, they score! Liam Burns just dumped a puck on net from the top of the circle. An awkward skipper. Hits the ice once, goes up over the pad at Trip Russell. 5-2 now. Coastal Carolina with some life. No shot is a bad shot. Liam Burns proving that right there. He gained the blue line and just flicked that puck. I can't tell. It looked like it skipped once in front of the net of Russell. Took a crazy bounce, ends up in behind him. Either way, young goaltender going to have to shake that one off here. It's 5-2. Gamecocks still with a 3-goal lead. Williams stops the puck in behind his own goal, and off a big hit there. One of the Shawnee clears this down behind the play. It continues. This puck drifts back down. Finally back to his feet here in the Coastal zone. Limping to the bench is Matt Corning as play continues from the South Carolina end. Corning going to stay on the ice here. Lays a hit there on Michael Peake. The puck drifts back in. Gordon Gerstner to get it. Played ahead now. Big hit there. Rob Lawrence takes down Liam Burns. That'll attract some attention. Pruden holds it in at the line. He'll come together with Alex Siegfried. They can't team up to keep that puck in. It drifts out. Tyler Oakley at center. Oakley brings it back in. 1 defenseman against 4 Coastal Carolina players. Turning shot save made by Williams. And that puck goes up over the glass here for a stoppage. 4:56 left. Second period. It was 5-1. An awkward shot there by Liam Burns has now made it 5-2. Owen Thomas's line steps on now for the Gamecocks. They'll come to the right of Griffin Williams. Pretty much directly in front of our broadcast booth here. We get a good angle here for these offensive zone shots. Quick shot off the draw there. Ben Smith sends that one wide. Picked up behind the goal, Broderick Dennis. Taken now Owen Thomas can't center it. Finally has it right in front of Williams' net. Shoveled out towards the blue line. Kept in, though. Nice play by Duncan Hickman. Goes down and around for Ben Smith. Near side corner. Centering pass shut down. It goes off the shin guard of Powderly. Picked up by Thomas. Sends it down for his left winger. Ben Smith taken to the boards there. They'll staple gun that puck. Finally picked up by Powderly. Tries to move it in front. Pitching in McGowan. He scores! Powderly works it free. Sends it over for McGowan, who pinches from the blue line. Gets his first in a Gamecock uniform. And now it's 6-2 South Carolina. Third assist of the hockey game for Ian Powderly. I'll credit Owen Thomas with an assist on that one as well. His third point of the night. 6-2 the score here. Still 4:25 to go in the second. Gamecocks have their 4-goal lead back. Off the draw, Powderly shovels this one back in. Owen Thomas races back to get it. Picks it up, goes around Broderick Dennis in behind the goal. Watched closely there. Top of the circle. He'll lose it. Powderly can't hang on to it. Now it's taken away by Broderick Dennis. Moved up. Breakout pass. Engtau has a chance. Breakaway to Engtau. Quick shot, and it goes wide. Two Gamecock players tumble back behind the net. Can't tell if Russell made the save or if a defenseman got back to block it. Either way, puck stays out. Held into the line. Long shot knocked down in front off the blocker of Russell. Into the near side corner. Play continues here after some collisions. Engtau tangles with Hickman behind the goal. Coming back to help out the centerman, Owen Thomas. He pins a man there, and the puck comes free to Ben Smith. Around near side, Hickman now. Tips one out off the boards. It comes all the way back down. We have an icing. With 3:26 to go here, we'll go all the way back down to the left into the South Carolina territory for another faceoff here. That line there, Owen Thomas, Ben Smith, and Ian Powderly. 8 points between the three of them so far tonight. 3 assists for Powderly, coupled with a goal, a helper at least for Ben Smith. We'll have to take a look at the score sheet after the game. A goal, 2 goals rather, and an assist for Owen Thomas. A line that on paper impressed us the most out of training camp. Took a little while for these guys to get going, but they've had a pretty big game here. A big hit by Ian Powderly at open ice as the puck ends up just to the left of Trip Russell. In the zone, Coastal going to work again. Smith clears the puck. It's held in, though, at the blue line. No, they'll rule it's offsides. Almost a great chance there for, I believe, Kyle Yaffe trying to hold that puck in there. Maybe Liam Burns trying to get his body up against the boards in front of his bench. It's a little difficult there because you don't have the glass going all the way up. Tries to pin that puck against the boards as it was cleared out in the air by Smith. They'll rule he was behind the blue stripe. Offsides. Now the face-off right outside Carolina territory. They'll win it. Drifts back in on Russell. He'll play to his winger Bolger. Comes back behind the Carolina net. They'll work for it again. Hunter Jackal on the backhand. Taken there by Bolger. Far side. Centering pass for Julian Reese. Sends one to the near wing. It's Chad Lazine. Pulls up. Drops it off. Bolger. Quick shot. He scores. It's Bolger from Lazine again. Second goal of the night for Bolger. South Carolina ahead 7-2. First point of this weekend series for Chad Lazine. His third assist on the season. Still looking for his first goal. He thought he had one earlier on. But right now he'll take the assist. 7-2 South Carolina. Still 2:40 to go in the second period. They'll rule a high stick here right off the faceoff. And they'll bring that puck right back to center ice. Alan Sirois from the bench in his 5th year as Gamecock head coach. They'll bring this faceoff in the offensive zone for the Gamecocks. Sirois, his 5th year as head coach. Alan Gordon, his 2nd year as equipment manager for the Gamecocks. And John Kochlenberg, the assistant coach for South Carolina. For the first time, the Gamecocks have an assistant coach. Played 5 years at juniors and some time at NC State. The Gamecocks have this one in front of the net. Kochlenberg working specifically with the defenseman in practice. Gamecocks content to just send this one in back behind Griffin Williams' net. Skipper held in the line by Parker West. Kicks it up to his stick. From his stick to his skates, they'll send this one just wide. Another opportunity for Julian Reese. An assist so far tonight for him. He's still looking for a goal. Rim this one out off the glass. Chad Lazine gloves this one down. They'll hold it in. Watched by Engtau. Gets hit, moves the puck down low. Lazine bounces off Engtau. He's going to head block for the red line there. Sky pass. And Engtau can't come away with it. He'll whack at Parker West. The Gamecocks have it, though. Offensive territory. Taken out to the near side. Engtau separates Lazine from the puck. Underneath. Drifting out to the far side half boards. It's taken there. Whacked at by Parker West in front of the Gamecock bench. Coastal has it. It's Engtau down the left side. 90 seconds to go, second period. Quick shot. Knocked up into the netting there. It's redirected off the stick of Hunter Jackal. And a face-off forthcoming. Again, a lot of hockey pedigree behind that bench for South Carolina. We talked about John Koeklenberg, his time in juniors, and he played a few years at NC State. Alan Sirois, a career ECHL player, played some time in the SPHL. Alan Gordon played some time in the minors many years ago. And now a 2-on-1 develops for South Carolina. Mecca across Rudman. Open net, he scores. Mecca connects with Rudman. The Gamecocks are running it up now. It's 8-2. The speed of South Carolina on full display here. Second goal of the year for Luke Rudman, known as the Tiger Killer. Got a couple of goals against Clemson last year, another one this year. He's finally got a second one here against the Chanticleers. For the second time in as many nights, the Gamecocks, or as many days, Gamecocks on top. They have 8 goals. Cam Mecca, offensive zone. Bouncing puck, settled down. Finally, Coastal's got it. They'll move this one back and ahead. Ryan Barley chips this one into the right of Trip Russell. Under a minute to go, second period. D-to-D, Gamecocks in and around. Tyler Oakley, taken there by Mecca. Rims it out off the glass. Skipper at center ice, can't be settled down. They'll fire this one back in. Shoulder check at center ice, though. Mecca has the puck. Takes it out wide to the left side. Fakes a shot, goes underneath. Loses his feet out from under him. Puck drifts in, taken by Luke Rudman. Near side corner hit by Broderick Dennis. Pruden kicks that one through. Back the other way. Here comes Andrew Cole. Cole, under 30 to go. Long shot punched out and up by Trip Russell. And the puck into the near side corner. Ronan Egan after it. We will have a stoppage here for a penalty with 20 seconds to go in the second period. An elbowing call here, it would appear. We'll see who gets taken off. The official goes to give the booking to the scorekeeper. And into the penalty box goes Avery Pruden. The sophomore from Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. The only other Pennsylvanian on the roster. We have two, actually. Two others. Ronan Egan out of Bluebell, PA, near Philadelphia. Mike Bolger from Downingtown, also near Philadelphia. Power play here with 18 seconds to go. Coastal going to start this one out. Right side faceoff circle. Cameron Tucker moves away from a penalty killer. Engtau at the point. Shot knocked down in front. Swiveled all the way back down. Nice clearing attempt there by Michael Peak. Stopped by the goaltender Williams. Chips this one to a defenseman in Broderick Dennis. And time expires. 8-2. After 40 minutes of play, South Carolina on top. A minute 40 of power play time for the Chanticleers when we return in the third. We'll step aside. We'll cut the ice. Players will get some water in them and some rest. And when we come back, the third period here from Wilmington. Stay with us on the Capital City Sports Network. Welcome back to Wilmington here as we are set to start the third period. South Carolina leads Coastal Carolina by a score of 8-2. Goal scorers for the Gamecocks: Ryan McGowan, Ian Powderly, Cam Mecca, Luke Rudman, Owen Thomas, and Mike Bolger. The latter two with a pair of goals each, looking for the hat trick. Gamecocks start, again, moving right to left. They'll be shorthanded. The penalty to Avery Pruden. Still a minute 40 seconds on that. After this morning's game, the Gamecocks have a week off. Alan Sirwa will be heading up to Rimouski to see the jersey retirement of Sidney Crosby by the Rimouski Oceanic. Both Sirwa and Crosby spent time with the Quebec Major Junior League Oceanic. Sirwa actually the first captain in team history back in the 1995-96 season. Off the draw here, underway in the third period. Coastal tries to bring this one ahead, shut down there by Cam Mecca, brought down by Broderick Dennis. He'll fan on that attempt, rim this one in behind Trip Russell's net down to our right. Burke goes for a tumble, picked up there. It's Justin Folks, send it to the point, Engtau. Folks at the half wall, Engtau again at the point. Long shot goes wide, off the boards, rebound, picked up, stopped by Russell. Big save, getting his eyes from his left to his right, stopping Cameron Tucker. It's Tucker again at the wall. Back down low. Chance in front. Tries to stuff it. Goes around instead. Engtau on the doorstep. Stopped by Russell again. Two big opportunities here from Coastal on the power play. 50 seconds to go on the man advantage. Broderick Dennis at center ice. They'll restart. Here comes Tucker. Long shot knocked off the stick of Colin Burke. Up into the netting, out of play. 19:02 and a face-off. Looking forward again. Gamecocks with next week off. Parents' weekend. After that, October 4th, the home opener. You're going to want to be there for this one. 8 o'clock against Vanderbilt. All home games will be an 8 o'clock start now from the Plex. No more 9:30, 10 o'clock starts. We hope to have lots of fans there. Off the draw, it's Engtau. Fakes the shot, spins, dishes back down low. Poked away there by Tyler Oakley. Andrew Cole battles for it now. Stepping in, Michael Peake. Rob Lawrence now. Shoveled out on the backhand by Oakley. Held in. It's Engtau. Long shot hammered there. Stopped by Russell. The stick into the corner. Backhanded by Hunter Jackal. Held in there. Engtau sends one just wide. He's got 4 or 5 shots on goal. He's got 9 or 10 shot attempts so far in this game, does Engtau. Broderick Dennis. Long shot stopped by Russell. Rebound. They score. Russell had trouble hanging on to the rebound. It gets potted there by Ian Vanderveen. His second goal in as many games. And now Coastal's got one more. It's 8-3. That puck in and out of the glove of Trip Russell. Hit him right in the bottom of the fingers. Knocked down right in front of his goal stick. He tried to get the glove down on top of it, maybe the pad in behind, but the stick of Vanderveen was quicker. 2 goals in as many games. You see why he was scouted by head coach Mike DeCarl for 2 years. Now off the ensuing center ice faceoff, it's Alex Siegfried. He'll play this one ahead off the boards. Icing now called with 18:18 to go. Recently this game now 8-3. If you're just with us, some of the lineup changes from last night to tonight. Nick Peters out with a high ankle sprain. The timetable for his recovery is unknown. Shouldn't be too long. He's out and walking on it. It's just that when he tried to skate, things got a little hairy. Matt Owen also ejected from last night's game, so he's currently serving a suspension. Evan Hoey, Corey Hawkinson still recovering from their respective injuries. Hawkinson quoted at a crisp 85.5%. He's almost back. In Gamecock territory now. 2 minutes played here in this first period. Big hit. Rob Lawrence gets dumped, and we've got a penalty out of all this. Rob Lawrence gets called for holding. He comes over to make the hit there on Kenny Ferrara, gets thrown over the top, and kind of drags Ferrara down with him. But Rob Lawrence in the penalty box for the second time tonight. Pleads his case with the official, but I don't think in an 8-3 hockey game, I don't think he's going to have much luck with that. Sirwa just, I believe, no lip reader, but from his body language, he's kind of told Lawrence, just, you know what, take the penalty, it's fine. Gamecocks back shorthanded. Most recent goal scored by Ian Vanderveen by Coastal on the power play. They get another opportunity here, try to make it 8-4. There was some discussion during the intermission about maybe implementing a running clock should the Gamecocks score a few more goals, but Coastal closes the gap. Point shot there by Dennis. Goes wide. Engtau down low, plays it for Liam Burns. Beneath the goal line, they'll work it back out to the faceoff dot. Center point. Saucer pass picked up by Dennis. Near side. Engtau sends it across. Nice move. Quick shot upstairs. Save made by Russell. Rebound couldn't be handled there. It's sent all the way back down by Chad Lazine. Great opportunity by Liam Burns on the doorstep. And now as they break it out from Coastal territory, Burns is going to camp out at the blue line. Now with speed down the left side. Engtau poked away there by Julian Reese. Played away there from Hunter Jackal. Reese gets into it. Now they'll send this one back out. Held into the point though. Reese tries to poke it away there from the defenseman. And they'll rule a slashing penalty here. Not much of a delayed call. They just kind of called it right away. Brendan Engtau going to head off. That'll do it for the Coastal power play. We'll skate 4-on-4 for a minute 16 here. Brendan Engtau back in the penalty box. Coastal without its captain for the next 2 minutes. More ice out there. In a game that already has 11 goals, you add more ice to that, more room for the players to skate around, more room to create opportunities. Another goal for either team is not entirely out of the question. Sirois taps Owen Thomas. 2 goals already tonight. Hunter Jackal, Parker West, and Mike Bolger. Another guy with a pair of goals so far tonight. 17-14 to go. Third period, Gamecocks on top, 8-3. Off the draw to the right of the goaltender Williams. Picked up now. Owen Thomas skates it out to the right wing corner in front of the Coastal bench near the blue line. Now heads back below the goal stripe. Got tangled up in the feet of the official. Owen Thomas rubbed out there. Loses the puck. Mike Bolger comes in to give him some help, and they can't come away with it. Coastal back the other way with some speed. Cameron Tucker down the left wing. Long shot just wide of the glove of Russell. Ends up in the corner. It can be taken by Kenny Ferrara. Beneath the goal line, Parker West. 42 to go on the 4-on-4. West, the defenseman, skates things out himself, drops him off for Owen Thomas. West ends up in the corner. And now underneath it's Bolger. Bolger. West gets tangled up now with his defensive counterpart in Coastal. Owen Thomas avoids a check, holds things in. He's got a stick, and now a delayed penalty for hooking. Owen Thomas sends it back up for Bolger. Trip Russell to the bench. Extra attacker. The Gamecocks have 5. Sent back down low by Hunter Jackal. 10 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Ian Powderly, the 5th skater out now. Curls to the inside, loses it. And now diving, a loose chance in front. Griffin Williams went out for the loose puck. He missed it. Powderly almost tapped that one in. Point shot, Jackal stopped there by Williams. Picked up, far side corner. It's Powderly. Out of the box is Rob Lawrence. 6 attackers now for South Carolina. Owen Thomas, top of the circle, sends it back down low. Spinning off a check, Tyler Oakley down below the goal line. Finally, the whistle and the stoppage here. The penalty, a hooking minor. We'll see who they take off, but I believe it's going to be Kenny Ferrara. That'll send the Gamecocks back to, it'll be a 2-man advantage. Brendan Engtau, still 27 seconds to go on his penalty, the slashing minor. And now into the box goes Justin Folks. Shorthanded goal scorer last night. He's going to go sit for 2. Smith, Powderly, and Rudman, the forwards for South Carolina. Pruden and Oakley at the point. Ben Smith steps in to take the draw at center. Coastal wins this one back. Broderick Dennis rims this one around. Oakley holds it in near side point. Holds it. Low for Rudman in the faceoff circle. Centering pass, can't connect with Smith. Out off the dasher. Far side in front of the Coastal bench. Held in. Pruden has it. Skates in towards the slot. Pulls up, shoots one just wide. Maybe getting a piece was Williams. Dropped off. Ben Smith has it. He'll cycle it back down low. Rudman to the point in Pruden. Engtau out of the box. Quick shot. He scores. Avery Pruden hammers one. 9-3 South Carolina. It's a power play goal. 15-10 to go in the third. First of the campaign for Pruden. And with that, as Engtau came out of the penalty box about 2 or 3 seconds before the goal was scored, that expunges the penalty there to Justin Folks. So 5-on-5 on the ensuing faceoff. The lead again, South Carolina up by 6. Broderick Dennis in his own zone after the neutral zone draw. Dumped back in, Hunter Jackal to play it for South Carolina. Going to be seeing a lot of him in the later stages of this game. Chad Lazine can't handle the pass. Out towards center. Dennis sends one for Vanderveen. Vanderveen down the left side. High shot, misses the glove of Russell. Point held in. Underneath, Colin Burke goes after Vanderveen. They'll battle for the puck, the two 6'5" guys, and Vanderveen wins the battle. Finally, back-checking Chad Lazine, moves it ahead. It's Julian Reese out to the left side, has a man breaking. Quick centering pass, fanned on there by Owen Thomas. Reese almost connects with OT to make it 10. Delayed icing called here after the whistle. 14:22 to go. And so after all of this, 7 different Gamecock goal scorers. 2 of them with a pair each. Ian Powderly, 4 points on the night. He leads the Gamecocks in scoring, a goal and 3 assists. The dishmaster so far in this game. After the faceoff in the Coastal zone, they'll send this one back ahead. A collision in front of the Coastal bench results in Joe McAdams on his backside. Colin Burke controls now from the Gamecock zone. That puck drifted back in on him. He sends it back out to the left side. Alex Siegfried, one of only 2 Gamecock seniors, Siegfried and Hawkinson. Hawkinson still waiting on his return. The goaltender Williams has lost his stick as that puck bounces in behind him. His defenseman Gordon Gerstner hands him his stick back as this puck drifts back into the Gamecocks' end. Another stoppage here. A whistle, offsides called. That'll move the faceoff just outside the blue line. Again, we said the Gamecocks home opener, October the 4th, 8 o'clock, Vanderbilt. And the next day, it'll be Saturday the 5th, 4:45 p.m. start time. Usually the Gamecocks will play a pair of games anytime a visitor comes to town. Back again, the Gamecocks dump this one in. Alex Siegfried, the senior, plays it, can't handle it. Puck almost leaks through Parker West, and now finally it does. Back in on Trip Russell for another stoppage after the icing. Still no running clock. We'll go at 13:26. Anything can happen here. The Gamecocks at home for the majority of October. They've got 6 games in it, 2 against Vanderbilt, and then after that, Florida comes to town on the 18th and the 20th. Then the Gamecocks head out on the road to play Tennessee on October 25th and 27th. In the offensive zone for South Carolina, they win the draw. It goes underneath to the far side now. Coastal finally breaking things back out. Cameron Tucker has it. He's got some speed now down the right wing. Almost gets it there to Justin Folks at center. In the Gamecock zone, they'll try to hold it in at the blue line and will. Nice play there by Ryan Barley. Tucker again and can't hang on to it. Mecca gets a chop there across the legs. Has the puck, though, at center ice. Picked up and thrown back in by Rob Lawrence. Mecca steals, though, at the blue line. He's headed back down low. Mecca, a goal already tonight and an assist to go with it. Quick shot goes just wide. Ryan McGowan looking for his second tuck on the night. On the morning. Still, that's a tough one to get used to. Offensive zone. Gamecocks still have it. It's Cam Mecca. Out to the right wing. Loses the puck, though. Back the other way comes Coastal. It's Engtau for the shot and clears in over the line. Taken wide there by Parker West. He's got a lane, though. Quick shot upstairs. Misses the net there on Russell. Engtau just lowers the shoulder. Gets the inside body position like it's nothing. Joe McAdams plays it around. Engtau along the near side boards. Shovels it back underneath. Centering pass there. Can't connect with Kenny Ferrara. It ends up at the point. Walks it back down low. Ferrara's got it. Lets it go underneath for McGowan into the near corner. Chopped at there. Joe McAdams can't connect with it. And now Ryan McGowan flips this puck all the way out to center. The same unit will stay on for the Gamecocks. We've got a few more fans as this game has continued and the morning wears on. No, this one played out by Ryan McGowan there. He sends it up into the netting in behind his goaltender. He's saying that it was deflected. We'll see what the officials rule, and that will dictate where this faceoff comes. Defensive zone draw to the left side of Trip Russell. Julian Reese steps in. Faceoff won, though, by Kenny Ferrara. Point shot knocked down in front. Racing over to get it is Hunter Jackal. Plays it up off the glass and the glove of Chad Lazine. It goes down for an icing. And again, with 11:32 to go, 9-3 the score, South Carolina ahead. So with 2 opponents under their belt, the Gamecocks turn towards a new foe in Vanderbilt. But the next time they'll see Clemson, November 1st at home. And if you can't make the Vanderbilt game, make sure you come to that Clemson one. It's going to be packed. Gamecocks taking the Palmetto Cup last season, winning 3 of 3 regular season games against Clemson. They dropped that postseason scrimmage at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena in a shootout. As this one picked up by Lazine in the offensive zone, shouldered away there by Williams. Now back the other way again, the Chanticleers come. Knocked away. Third line getting some usage here again for South Carolina. Picked up. Nice play there by, looking like Kenny Ferrara got a stick on that puck. Moved, though, and now Hickman behind his own goal. Slaps it across. It's picked up by Bolger. Backhands it out into neutral territory. D-to-D. Broderick Dennis has it with Julian Reese streaking towards him. He's got to make a decision here. He goes in behind his own goal, sends it over to his defensive partner. Picked up, skated free now. Back the other way. Liam Burns sends that one. It got redirected by a stick. Ends up hitting the glass in behind Russell's net. Burns, the scorer of that awkward goal back at the end of the second period. He just let it go from inside the face-off circle and kind of skipped over the ice and beat Russell over the gloves, or the blocker side, rather. Through neutral ice, though, now it's Bolger. Down the left side, cuts in, shoots one just wide, up and over the glove there of Williams. Approaching the 10-minute mark of the third period. South Carolina 9, Coastal Carolina 3. Adding to their already high goal total, 8-5 last night's contest. The Gamecocks with 17 goals in the last 2 games, though they have allowed 8 in that same span. With the opportunity for more to be scored here. Oakley from his own end. Picks it up, sends it for Rob Lawrence. Picks it up at the blue line, backhands this one in. That'll send Siegfried and Mike Peake after it. Peake wearing 24 for South Carolina. This puck thrown all the way back out. And again, Oakley still wearing his 15 from last year. It's interesting. Some of these players, the ones from last year, they've still got their nameplates on these jerseys. The new nameplates for the rookies are we're waiting on the arrival of those. So about half the guys have nameplates out there, which, we already know these names anyway, but some of the other guys, they're missing something on the back of their jersey there. In the offensive zone for South Carolina, taken away, though, by Coastal. Engtau feeds a pass through. It's going to be a chance here. Onsides to the backhand. Big save by Russell. Justin Folks had some speed there. Engtau centers for his forward there, Justin Folks. Comes back down low off the loose puck. Cameron Tucker centers one. Goes back to the point, and Kyle Yaffe. He'll send this one back down low, top of the circles. Another pad save there by Russell. Out at the point. Coastal has it. They'll work it back down low. Mike Peake watches him there. Underneath, finally taken there by Tyler Oakley. Moved up, and Ben Smith plays this one ahead. Icing waved off. And finally, the Gamecocks will get some fresh legs over the boards. Again, 8 points combined through Ben Smith, Ian Powderly, and Owen Thomas's line. Back again, a collision at the blue line. Stepped into Justin Folks there was Parker West. And South Carolina takes over, shovels it in on the backhand, Ben Smith. No icing this time either. Ian Powderly gets shouldered there. Bounces off Matt O'Rourke. O'Rourke sends this one free, Brennan Engtau. Turns it over, Colin Burke at center. Sends this one back for Parker West in his own zone. He doubles back. In behind the safety of his own net. West looking for an option, not trying to force a play. Sends a saucer pass that bounces over the stick of Ben Smith. Rattled back in by Coastal. It may have hit an official there, and it stays in. Coming free now, a chance. Kenny Ferrara out to the right side. Deeks back in front, knocked off the puck there by Colin Burke. Burke now at the goal line. Underneath, he'll be pressured there by Joe McAdams. Out to the far side. Nice play by Parker West. He hits Ben Smith with the breakout pass. Owen Thomas at center. Cuts in through the slot. Tries to make a move. Loses the puck, but Powderly has it. In the slot. Across for Ben Smith now. Save made. Rebound kicked just past the blade of Owen Thomas's stick. Under 7.5 to go. Third period. Second leg of a back-to-back for South Carolina. Should the score remain the same? Oh, a big collision there at open ice. Ryan McGowan went for a hit there against Matt O'Rourke. They hit skates. That could have been a lot worse than it actually was. Should that have been a knee-on-knee collision? Big play in front for Powderly. Loose in front. Diving back to his right. Williams makes the stop. The puck's underneath him somewhere. Chanticleer is down in behind the Coastal net. Slow to get back to his feet. Again, another offensive opportunity there for Ian Powderly. Tries to center for Owen Thomas. And a big stop by Griffin Williams, sliding from his left to his right, diving. And he may have made that save with the chest protector. Players and officials still conferring here over that McGowan hit. Again, I don't believe it was malicious, but it looked bad because McGowan missed the shoulder, and he just caught skates with O'Rourke there. You could see him lean into the hit. He just missed it. Went for the big open ice hit, and he fanned on it. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here. Coastal taking their timeout now, getting a breather here. They got a short bench, as we said, only dressing 5 defensemen. Mike DeCarl has, I believe, 3 key players out studying abroad this semester, so that seems to be the difference maker here in this one. Trip Russell waits patiently down to our right. Griffin Williams, mask up, taking a breather down to our left. And, regardless of how many goals he's let up, Griffin Williams has been all over the place, making tons of saves. This score could be a lot higher than it is right now had it not been for Williams. Again, we talked about Williams being a smaller goaltender, only about 5'8" or 5'9". He plays big, though. He plays aggressively on the top of his crease, cutting down the angle, forces a lot of players to shoot wide. He saw a couple of opportunities, Mike Bolger trying to pick the corner over that glove. But because Williams comes out to cut down the angle, he forces Bolger to shoot wide. There's nothing there. At the other end of things, Trip Williams, again, a taller goaltender. He's about 6'2", covers up a decent amount more net. Moves real well left to right. We just saw a couple of these unfortunate plays here. That skipper got in under his blocker, and that rebound puck popped in and out of his glove and sat right there. Nice little gift for Ian Vanderveen to bang that puck home. Things to work on, though. Both Gamecock goaltenders are freshmen. Both of them with only 1 complete game under their belts. Trip Russell, 7 minutes and 1 second away from his second complete game. Spent some time practicing and playing with the Boston Junior Bruins up in Upton, Massachusetts, his hometown. A lot of guys from Massachusetts. Trip Russell, Owen Thomas from Scituate, as well as Ben Smith. Mansfield, Massachusetts, the hometown of Tyler Oakley. And now finally, we get a restart in play here. Off the offensive zone draw, it's shoveled wide, but Rudman keeps it into the line. In the slot, dangles around a man, goes to the backhand. Almost a beautiful chance there by Rudman. Had Williams laid out on his stomach. He just couldn't tuck it home. Hunter Jackal blows a tire at the blue line. Going to be a chance back the other way for Coastal. It's Vanderveen up and ahead. Jackal comes back. Nice recovery there. Again, Jackal, one of the practice squad guys. He's been upgraded to the main roster here in the absence of Nick Peters. Traveled with the team, and it's fortunate that he did. Gamecocks electing to dress 7 defensemen rather than the standard in most leagues is 12 forward, 6 defensemen, 2 goaltenders, but in this league you can dress an extra forward or defenseman. Alan Sirois always elects to dress an extra defenseman. Gives him more flexibility back there. Mecca, the breakout pass for Luke Rudman in his second season with South Carolina. All 3 forwards right now, sophomores, Mecca, Egan, and Rudman, they go down to work in the corner. Egan works it free now for Mecca. In behind the goal, tries to stuff one in on the far side. A little wraparound attempt there for Cam Mecca. Wouldn't go. Big hit along the near side. A booming hip check. Duncan Hickman takes down Ian Vanderveen. Puck rolls around to the far side. I think you heard that one. You probably haven't been able to hear many things from up in this booth as we're covered in glass. Not a lot of natural sound bleeds up through into the broadcast booth. But I'm willing to bet you heard that Duncan Hickman hit. And now Broderick Dennis goes for a hit on Alex Siegfried as the puck drifts back into Coastal territory. 5 minutes to go in we'll say it's a blowout. We'll see the physicality probably start to upswing pretty soon. Rob Lawrence shoots one off a shin guard. 2 players collide in the corner. They both go down. In front of the Coastal bench, blue line. Long shot, wristed wide there by Parker West. To the near side, Hickman hooks up with Siegfried to try and send that puck back down low. Taken by Broderick Dennis. And now up ahead. taken by Engtau. Near side, down that right wing. He's got his stick centered towards the slot area. Sends one up over the glove there of Russell. Past the net into the glass. Just the same way he scored his goal last night against Gormley. He just hasn't been able to find that top right corner that he favors so often. And as good as a shot as he has, when a player starts to favor that spot so much, the goaltender starts to catch on. Puck drifting back behind Trip Russell's net. Avery Pruden there with it. He waits patiently. Matt O'Rourke stands in front of the goaltender trying to intimidate them somehow. Bolger avoids 2 checks. Over center red into the coastal zone. Long shot. Save made Williams. He doesn't know where the rebound is, though. And now a stoppage here. The net still on its moorings. That puck never frozen. The official having a conversation with Rob Lawrence as he skates off here. Another penalty to Rob Lawrence? No, he's just headed back towards the bench. Line change for South Carolina. The stoppage in play, the reason is unclear. No penalty, no net off, no cover. Maybe the official just lost sight of the puck. We'll go with that. 4 minutes to go. Offensive zone draw. Gamecocks can't hold it in. Racing back down the other way. Shot sent wide there by Joe McAdams. And Chad Lazine gets crunched in between 2 coastal players. Hunter Jackal narrowly avoids a hip check there. Poked free. One-time shot for South Carolina. Big save there. Bolger looking for the hat trick. He was left all alone in that left wing faceoff circle. Griffin Williams knew he was there. He lunges over to his right to make that save. It ends up hitting him in the chest. Under 4 minutes to go. 6-goal lead for South Carolina. Should it stay, that'll be their highest margin of victory this season. They won 6-4, 2-goal lead against Clemson. 8-5, 3-goal lead last night. And right now, the 6-goal deficit seeming pretty sizable. Pruden controls at center ice. Knocked back in, delayed offsides. Coastal's going to touch it up. Gamecocks back in the neutral zone. And now it'll be taken by Engtau. Goes back into the safety of his own zone. Now after the icing here, Engtau sends it all the way back down. Another stoppage in play, another icing. Not uncommon when you see the score get this high. You see players tired. It's a tired Coastal team right now. You can see they're both physically and mentally tired. It's been a tough 12 hours for them. Short bench, a lot of guys playing lots of ice time. And as this puck drifts back into Coastal territory, they'll go to work trying to get a breakout pass and just keep it away from Ben Smith on the forecheck. Matt Corning uses the boards. Slow roller, in on goal. Trip Russell with the paddle makes the stop. Leaves it for McGowan. Stretch pass redirected by Ben Smith. They're going to call that an icing. Ben Smith disagrees. He left his stick on the ice there. From our vantage point, it looked like Ben Smith got a touch on that one. Smith wants to get on the bus and get out of here. He's going to plead this case with the officials some more. But that'll bring the faceoff back down to our right again. Owen Thomas takes the draw against Justin Folks to our right. In front of the goaltender, Trip Russell. Gamecocks win it. Burke fires that one off the boards. Taken in front of the Gamecock bench there by Powderly. He picks it up in the neutral zone. Ian Powderly. 3 assists tonight. Nice move to the inside there. Couple of curling drags around a defender, but he couldn't hang on to it. Owen Thomas down low. Knocked off the puck. Stumbles a little bit there, and the puck sent all the way back down. Another slow roller. This one in on goal. So we avoid icing. That right now is the name of the game. It's really just avoiding all the icing calls. And now a stoppage here. 2:11 to go, third period. Griffin Williams covers the puck there after that one just slowly comes in on him. And another face-off here. No running clock yet. And as we get down towards the end of it, if they haven't made one now, I don't think we're going to have one. They'll drop the puck, offensive zone. Wes across for Jackal. Long shot goes wide. Siegfried into the corner. Sends it underneath. Mike Peake. Out to the point in Jackal. One-time shot. Knocked down in front. Loose. Oh, it hits Siegfried in the skates there. Siegfried looking for his first goal of the year. Vanderveen back into Gamecock territory. Quick shot, knocked down in front, blocked off the leg of Hunter Jackal. Jackal gains the line, bounces that one off the boards where it's picked up by Rob Lawrence. Tangles with an official there. Sends it underneath the Coastal net. Out of the near side, Parker West gets hit. And now Mike Peake takes over. Hair flowing. You'll see at some point when we get the home broadcast, we'll have cameras for that. Absolutely. You'll get to see. Mike Peake really stands out, that long blonde hair, flapping in the breeze every time he takes a stride. Words can't do it justice. Into Gamecock territory, Vanderveen stripped of control as we approach the final 60 seconds here from Wilmington. Michael Peake in the offensive zone. To the backhand, takes it underneath. Back out to the point. Gamecocks just taking their rookies, throwing them on the ice here. Hunter Jackal has had a ton of ice time here in the third period. He blows a tire in the Gamecock zone. Centering pass for Engtow. Quick shot stopped by Russell. Fights it off with the left shoulder there. Trip Russell not ready to give up just yet. Regardless of the score, he's going to battle and do anything he can to stop that puck. Brendan Engtow, 1 goal last night, scoreless so far tonight, as he flicks this one in off one of the lights into the ceiling here of the Wilmington Ice House. We'll get a stoppage with 31.8 to go. Again, one of those rinks with a, well, maybe not a lower ceiling. It seems a little lower because I'm up here on the second level. No ceiling is as low as the pavilion out in Greenville. Can't be more than 15 or 20 feet in the air. Puck's really just, it's a magnet. It's a puck magnet. It really is. A smaller rink here in Wilmington, really not any seats. They've got 2 benches along the near side boards, and that's it. No bleachers, no nothing. But for a Sunday morning game, we've got a decent-sized crowd just standing around watching, peering in through the glass here. As this one held in one last time here, taken down there, Broderick Dennis. Coastal wants a penalty, but we're inside the final seconds. As the final horn sounds, the Gamecocks take both games here in Wilmington. Tap on the shin guards, Trip Russell for Brendan Engtow. Shine a sign of mutual respect between the Gamecock goaltender and the Coastal leading goal scorer. He was held scoreless, though, tonight. And so, the Gamecocks improved to 3-0 on the season. They ended up winning their first 5 games last year. Most of those were on the road as well. The Gamecocks, 3 road games, 3 road victories. They turn their attention now to Vanderbilt. They'll get a week of rest. Alan Searwell, as we said, heads up to Rimouski to go see the jersey retirement of Sidney Crosby. Some of you may have heard of him. The Gamecock goal scorers, Ryan McGowan, Ian Powderly, Cam Mecca, Luke Rudman. Owen Thomas had a pair, as did Mike Bolger. Leading point scorer and approximate, well, so there are no 3 stars of the game, but we'll give it to Ian Powderly. A goal and 3 assists, 4 points in one night for him. The junior out of Reisterstown, Maryland, my apologies. Again, that line, Ian Powderly, Ben Smith, and Owen Thomas, we expected a lot from them in the early goings of the season. They weren't clicking quite early on in the first 2 games. They finally hit their stride here, and they combined for 8 points between the 3 of them. Owen Thomas falls just short of that hat trick, but still. You see all these rookies buzzing around like they are, scoring all these goals. Julian Reese had an assist tonight, unable to get the goal and keep his goal-scoring streak alive. But the points, he's got points in all 3 games so far. Cam Mecca continues his offensive onslaught. Through just 3 games, 5 goals and an assist for 6 points. He's your offensive leader. He's your human leader, Cam Mecca, the Gamecock captain, continuing to do what he does best. That'll just about do it. So for now, until October the 4th, we thank you for joining us here on the Capital City Sports Network. To all of you listening from South Carolina up to New York into Massachusetts, and all of you all the way out on the West Coast listening in California, we appreciate every single one of you. We hope to see you back here next time. Final score of the game, South Carolina 9, Coastal Carolina 3. Thanks for joining us, everybody. My name is Dillon Clark. We'll see you next time. So long, Carolina, and forever to thee.